Welcome, beautiful Paris Saint-Germain family. Today I was scrolling on Twitter and I saw this tweet right here. Ballon D'Or Winner probability 2026. It started. That's exactly why I quoted it. It started. Kylian Mbappe 29%, Lamine Yamal 24%, Vinicius Jr. 15%, and Ousmane Dembele 10%. This is according to Polymarket Sport, and this is a site that we used to use last season for the Ballon d'Or. I don't know if I can find Ballon d'Or 2025, so it's closed. But as you can see, I used Polymarket for making videos to know if Dembele is gonna win. Obviously, no, Dembele has won and everything. But let me see, how is this the furthest I can go back? What date is this? Yeah, so you can see here. Yeah, let me zoom in.
You kind of have to type in now, but
Wait, what?
I'll try to get it out. So resets. You need some.
So they're just showing
They have con-
Dembouz one. Like Yamal used to be. Yeah. So, all right, you can't see 2025, but it used to be tight, and you could see, how the voters were voting and everything on this site. So let's take a look at 2026. This is their 2026. Yeah, and those are the four just favorites so far on the app: Mbappe, Yamal, Vinicius, and Dembele. Behind Dembele with 7% is Harry Kane. Haaland, the same 7%. Mohamed Salah 4, Jude Bellingham 3, Pedri 3, and Cole Palmer 2. A lot of these players were in the top 10. Cole Palmer top 10, Pedri outside top 10, Mohamed Salah top 10, Harry Kane outside, Haaland outside, Bellingham outside, Dembele inside top 10, Vini outside, Yamal inside, and Mbappe inside. So I think they're basing it off the start of this season, and then just, the PR goes from last season to this season. So even if PSG have a good season but don't win the UCL and everything, we'll still have some couple of PSG players because people still remember how great they were last season. That's something we see with Real Madrid. They have a great season, win the UCL, maybe they have a good season, then they win the UCL again. So the PR moves along. It continues. But it does make sense. I mean, Mbappe, I think he's had the best start to the season. Yamal second. You see, this is PR. And this is going from last season. Even Dembele, he hasn't done that much this season. He's been injured. He's come off the bench, missed a penalty. It was only that Toulouse game. He got 2 goals. Even that, both goals were penalties. Vinicius, I think Harry Kane should be second. If we're talking about football performances, Harry Kane should be second. But that's where the PR comes into this award. Wow, 24% already is really high. Obviously, these numbers don't matter, but Salah hasn't had the best start. I think Pedri should be higher. Pedri's had a really great start for FC Barcelona, being one of the best players in the world. How is Vitinha not here when you include his start to the season and the PR being carried over from last season? Ashraf Hakimi is not here. He's not had that good of a start this season. No Donna, no Nuno. Nuno's had a really great start to the season. But yeah, it don't make sense. Those are the top players. But let's go into my Champions League Power Index and go through all the clubs. So in 5th spot, I have Real Madrid. Real Madrid is my number 5 spot in winning the champ. What's going on? Anyway, Real Madrid is my number 5 team to win the Champions League, and it's quite easy. What is going on? If Madrid win the UCL, or at least their star player from their team, it doesn't want to load up. It's easily Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe is Madrid's best player. Will look the best, has the most PR. So if Madrid win the UCL, it's going to be obviously huge for Kylian Mbappe. In number 4 spot, I have Bayern München. Bayern München, you got Olise and you got Kane, a little bit eating from each other. But as we saw, the PR is disgusting. Olise had such a great season last season, but finished 30th in the Ballon d'Or last season, which was a disgrace. I think that was the worst ranking out of the top 30 ranking. Kane got 13th. It's fair. But if they win a UCL, will that get them over the edge? over like a Yamal PR or something. Mbappe PR is extremely strong as well. It's like people have forgotten he was complete garbage for 3 seasons in a row just because he stat padded and got like 55 GA or something. But Ulisse and Kane, I don't know. Even if they win the UCL, I don't know if the PR is too strong. But obviously, those will be the 2 candidates from Bayern. My number 3 is Liverpool FC. And obviously, with the crying you have seen from the Liverpool fan base, obviously Mohamed Salah will be the player pushed. Even though they have Isak, they have Verts, which is not the best when you have so many top attackers eating from each other. You know, Salah getting older, he's not had a good start to the season, so I don't know if anyone from Liverpool can win it. In second spot, I have no clue why it doesn't want to load up. In second spot, I have FC Barcelona. All right. Yeah, fuck this side. We'll just have this as a background instead. In second spot, I have FC Barcelona, and it's quite clear. It is Yamal. Even if Rafinha once again drops 70 GA, they're still going to be pushing Lamine Yamal. He's Spanish, he's Catalonian. That's sometimes a bias you don't like to see from Barca, but I think it will easily be Yamal who will be pushed no matter what Rafinha nor Pedri do. Even with a lot of Barca fans maybe saying no, Rafinha is better, Pedri is better, at least last season. But it will be Yamal pushed. And Paris Saint-Germain, obviously, Ousmane Dembele with the PR carrying over from last season. But the most important thing about this year is obviously it's a World Cup year. It's a World Cup year. And as we've seen, I went through this with Tosin. 06, Cannavaro won it because of the World Cup. 2010, I think Messi won it. That was not World Cup. Maybe Iniesta could have won the World Cup that year. The Ballon d'Or that year. 2014, Ronaldo won it for the 13-14 La Decima season. No World Cup. I mean, he got grouped in 2014. 2018, Modric. Yes, he won the UCL, but I think if it wasn't a World Cup year, Modric wouldn't have won the Ballon d'Or. It was what he did in the World Cup, taking Croatia to the final. 2022 was obviously Messi. So the World Cup will definitely have a huge say in who's going to be winning the Ballon d'Or. So all of this club and everything that I just mentioned, I don't think it will have potentially that much importance when it comes to winning the Ballon d'Or. And when you look at World Cup, I think Polemark got a World Cup here as well. World Cup winner, there we go. According to them, they got Spain 18, Brazil 14. Brazil 14? France 13% and England 11%. Spain, obviously easy. It will be Lamine Yamal who will be pushed if Spain win the World Cup. Brazil could help Vinny. Could help Vinny if he actually performs. I mean, even if Brazil win the World Cup and Vinny isn't that good, it's not going to help it that much. France, obviously Mbappe number 1, Dembele number 2 with a little bit of PR. England, Jude Bellingham / Harry Kane. Imagine Bayern win the UCL, England go deep in the World Cup, maybe even win it. That would be huge for Harry Kane. You got Portugal. I said Ronaldo on Twitter, but obviously you got the 2 PSG boys in Vitinha and Nuno Mendes. You know, first midfielder since Modric, or first defender since Cannavaro to win it could potentially be Argentina. Could be strong for Julian Alvarez, but I don't think Atletico Madrid are going to have that great of a season. Looking at the start of the season they've had so far, Messi, cheeky Messi. Germany, I don't know, if Vert starts performing and Liverpool win the UCL, maybe. Netherlands, nah. And now we're just looking at... So, going over the club and the World Cup, the 2 strong contenders, and this is something I've said since the beginning of the season, is Lamine Yamal and Kylian Mbappe. I think they are my two predicted. Not I think deserve or anything like that. No, I think these 2 have a very high likelihood of competing for the next Ballon d'Or. When you look at their club, both competing for La Liga, the UCL, you know, there will be that rivalry. The El Clasico will be tougher this season, probably determined by Yamal and Mbappe. So that's going to be the storyline the entire time. Yamal Mbappe in the league. How well do both of them do in the Champions League? And then when it comes to World Cup, imagine we get a France-Spain final. That would decide the Ballon d'Or. A bit similarly maybe to Mbappe versus Messi in the World Cup final, even though maybe if Mbappe won the World Cup, it would have been Haaland who won the Ballon d'Or, because Mbappe's PR is obviously not Messi PR. And even if he won it, he didn't have as good of a World Cup. So I think it's Yamal, Mbappe, as you could say, the favorites. prediction in the beginning of the season. You got Dembele. You got Kane. You can say Vinny and Bellingham, but I don't know. Mbappe just eats up that entire cake. All the PR and votes they will get, Mbappe will get even more. So Mbappe, Yamal, Dembele outside. Yeah, Dembele. All right, Mbappe, Yamal first, competing for it. Then you got Dembouz, maybe Kane as a cheeky shout. And then maybe one player that surprises us. Norway probably going to make the World Cup now. It looks very likely they could make the World Cup. We could see Haaland in the World Cup. Maybe if City do something, but City haven't looked that strong so far in the beginning of the season. So we'll have to wait and see. You guys let me know in the comments down below. What's your top 3 or top 5 for the Ballon d'Or next season? And then you can come back to this video in the future and look back at your prediction and my prediction and see who is cooking. That's been it from Boy PSG, and hopefully guys have enjoyed this video. And as usual, allez, Paris.